Good morning. Obviously snowing lightly. Not ideal for framing. However, being a farm kid, it's moisture, so I'll take it. I think it's -6, so not too cold. I do have the heated gloves running, so very comfy, snug as a bug. Find my marks. So I was editing last night for a long time because of all the video I had taken. Did you know I had 123 videos off my GoPro? That's an awfully thick gang nail. And I got really kind of tired of watching me shoot blocks on. I won't lie to you, and here I am shooting blocks on and still videoing. I'll put a second nail in there when I have some backing, or the next truss stood, so there's less vibration. Okay, knock the snow off. Push it up against the girder, line the ridge up, put some pressure on that. The gun. Ha. Get this guy in the hanger. Voila. Okay. Forgot to lay this out. Yesterday I remembered, I kept forgetting this number. Today I remember it. 1'2", 3'2". Here I am doing all the same boring stuff I did yesterday. Okay. The only difference about today that I'm super excited about is that I marked my blocks with a piece of lead. You see that? And that is the perfect height. Okay. Tricky part here. Not tricky, just something you have to catch. You can now see that I'm starting to get a slope here. That's all been flat. Now I have a slope. Now it's important to catch this measurement so I get my first block in the proper place. So this edge is right in line with this edge. 20 1/8? 20 1/8. So this block no longer goes in, but one at 20 1/8 will go in. That's it. Everything else is still going to stay on the original 2-foot layout, but this block will just be askew from this one now. And that's all about getting the hip block to fit. Again, grabbing all my blocks from my block party here. This is my ridge. Okay, now I have to go way out here where it's kind of soft. So I'll put most of my weight on this bottom cord. Put my first block in. Again, there's that mark. Oh, I love that. So glad I measured them all. Okay, I'm coming to this spot where I changed this layout just for the hip block. I didn't change the layout. I changed the position of this one block so the hip could fit. Heated gloves are working just beautiful. Again, I don't feel any warmth in them. I just don't feel cold. And that is perfect. Okay, so I kind of should have maybe kind of, let me think. Oh, I got to get this in the hanger. This is going to be tough. Come on, come on. Okay, so figured it out. I need to get this layout. I can no longer really go from the edge 1 foot 2 and so on. So what I'll do is I will hook on and we will go 19 1/4. Outside to outside is 19 1/4. We'll nail these two. Okay, now this block is back on layout. And away I go. Careful where you're walking. Things are a little spongy beneath me here. Okay. Let's go get another round of blocks. Okay, again, so now we got to put a block in. It's going to be skewed like this one. It's not on layout. And all I have to do is come in 2 feet here and away. So this block will no longer continue. This block will continue up and it'll hit the corner just like that. Okay, so now 19 and a quarter. What was it in the other one? 19 and an eighth? Or was it 19 and a quarter? I think it was 19 and an eighth. Anywho. Okay, so now we're coming to that area where these trusses are no longer on a 2-foot center. It's an odd distance between them all. So I got to figure out the length of the blocks. They are no longer 23 and 5/8, they'll be much less. So I'll show you how I do that. Okay, so I'm on one of my exterior walls here, and I need to measure the distance in between the trusses. So it is 11 3/4 distance traveled in between the trusses. As you know, 11 3/4 is very close to 12, right? So a foot traveled on a 412 is actually 12 and 5/8. This is a quarter less, so I'm going to cut them at 12, take a quarter off, 12 and 3/8. I'm doing 12 and 3/8. Easy peasy. Okay, I actually could show you exactly how to do this. Give me a sec. Okay, so mine is 11 and 3/4, awfully close to 12, but let's change that number just so I can show you. I turned this piece of plywood over so I could show you. So let's say it was 16 inches. I'm going to come out 16 inches. That's the distance traveled perfectly horizontal. Now I'm going to come back from here. I'm going to come back 12 inches. So that'll be about, that's 4 inches. Right? 16 minus 12 is 4 inches. Now I'm going to come up 4 inches. So that 412 is 12 inches this way, and it goes 4 inches up. So now I have the 16 inch. I got my X here where the 1 foot traveled, or the 1 foot mark. I'm talking too much. Run the diagonal line. So the distance of this line is 16 and 3/4. You see that? So you just lay out your 412, you put your distance in, describe it, measure it. It's one thing about math, it never lies. Okay, so the distance was 11 3/4. That's where the block, where the hip is, and then I just continue my layout again. That's when I stand this truss. But I'll put a block here and then on all the layout. Watch your fingers here. Oh. What am I been missing? Something's aloof. Drag my hose with me. So I chose to not put a block here because it's such a short distance. I do need to get this layout back 7.5. 7.5. So from here, I go 7.5. That's outside, right? Yeah, okay. Okay, that was fun. Yep. Looks like it. Oh, gotta lay it out now. So I'm feeling really good about these 2 blocks. That's what I'm putting in. And that one. Not so sure about that. We'll see here. I will say this, the truss designer that designs for the home building company I work for is a magician. So I have learned when I can't make sense out of something or I think something's wrong, I've learned to shut up and in fact figure out where I'm wrong. Because usually it's me. So let's find out what's going on here. Why am I keep coming back here? I gotta stay over here. Again, I can't say enough about heated gloves. As of now, I have never even thought about cold hands. The only thing I've dealt with is keeping my sleeves down just to protect. I just want to protect the gloves. They're they're not gloves, they're liners. They're very expensive. Man, if you want to eliminate the feeling of being cold, oh yeah. Oh yeah, so what I thought was right was wrong. Okay, it's all coming to me now. Slowly, kind of. Okay. Anyways, I can't say enough about the heated gloves. I just can't. Getting out of the truck in the morning in a cold day is tough. I get it. But with the heated gloves, you cannot believe how it eliminates the cold from your life. Now keep in mind, it's not that cold. Where I thought I was right, I was wrong. Ah, life. Okay, I actually should lay this out. Okay, so I don't even know where the layout is. It's the same. So it's the same as that. Okay, here we go. This is going to get crazy. I'm measuring from that end, which we know was 14 1/8, so I'm at 42 inches. I come up to here, 42 inches, and if you remember, it was 5'2", and so on. It does look like that block's going to be skewed a little. I'm not judging, just having a hard time believing anyways, layout. Now it looks like it's good again. There should be a mark here somewhere. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Now I gotta take these guys off. Okay, so put this stuff back in here. There it is. Oh, I don't have it laid out. Forgive me. So, marking more blocks. That'll be the bottom chord, or the bottom. This will be the top. Oh, gotta get the tail to go the right way. The tail represents the top or bottom. Okay, I can honestly say I don't think I've ever worked on a truss like this. I got down blocks here and I got increasing here. It's cool. So now this block is going to be 2 feet from here, because the way this hip line works, everything's 2 feet. If it's a what, I'm not going to get into that. It's hard to explain. I need to be able to see my mark. Oh, I'm almost out of nails. Oh, I am. Oh, I got one. Okay, I'll stand this guy. Now suddenly all my walk path has disappeared. Let's get in the hanger. It's kind of important that stays there. Houston, we got a problem. There it is. We're good. Okay. Fun. Let's go get that ridge shot. I'll have to sort those out where the layout is. I don't know how I'm going to do that. I'll figure that out in a minute here. Let's get over to here, punch one of these guys in. Okay, so this one I know. This block isn't technically on layout. It is just here for the corner, we'll call it. Right there. Okay. Now I can get the layout. There it is. Bump it here, 20. Bump it here, 20. Because this block is perfectly square. Has to be. Now I can lay it out. Two and four. this block, it's 2 feet over from there. This side to here is 2 feet, so this side with this. Now my valley block will go from here to here. Okay, now I have to figure that out. Okay, so you can always find out, how do I call this? A benchmark, we'll call it. So from here, this here line perfectly straight is 2 feet from here. Okay, so if I go 2 feet, okay, technically now the block would be on this side. That doesn't matter. So this is 2 feet from here, right? So here's my layout. This block is on layout. So now if I go from here, let's find my lead mark. It'll be a little more accurate. That is 7 1/4. Here, which is here. So 7 1/4. That's where that block has to be nailed. And it will be on layout. So we'll get it here. Take the shot. Obviously this one here is just 2 feet. It's getting hard to stand up here. There it is. I'm kind of guessing here. If it's not on layout, it'll be really close. Okay. Okay, I've got to unwrap my hose. And now I'm going to go nail all the heels over there and then start that bundle. Okay. Here we are. I don't think this one's nailed. Nope. Oh, I love, oh, this one's nailed, okay. I love snow. It's really just moisture. Okay, so I'm just gonna do a few more. I actually have to toenail them, get their heels to line up a bit better. We're close, we're just not perfect. I'll show you how I do that. Pretty sure most of you know. Okay, here's where I don't have anything lined up anymore. I should have a layout mark here. Maybe not. No, I don't. Okay, so I'll start here. Kind of squishy here. Don't. Time out. Time in. Okay, so now the goal here is to be pushing this truss this way. And we're getting close. So what I'll do is I'll use all these trusses to push that way, which will tighten up that girder. Okay, so the two trusses that are going to have the most impact on pushing that way will be the two that are right by this corner, because this is it's solid here. So I've punched in a bunch more nails. So my cap plate stays put. And now we start beating up. and I'll use all these trusses. I have to be careful because I'll create a valve in the wall if I punch too hard. Okay, I managed to influence these trusses over. I think he's nailed. Yeah. It's looking really nice. Okay, that completes that bundle. Woot, woot.